Okay, so we're trying something a little bit different. It's like 9 something at night. It's only 95 degrees out, so I'm gonna see if I don't. Gonna just see if it's easier to work on the truck. It's been a minute since I've done anything to it, and really all I've done is rear brakes actually. So tonight I have a few things I want to tackle to see how far I can get. I still need to flush my brake fluid. I need to do an oil change. I might do spark plugs tonight. I got my CV axles sitting in front of me. I'll probably attempt to tackle some of that work. I also have my front drive shaft. I have my steering rod and my track rod, and my steering damper. I got one of those Terra Firma HD kits. So I'm going to start with just doing a brake flush. A brake fluid flush, because I know that it really needs it, and we'll just see how far I can get. So we'll see. Okay, I'm I don't know, 3 minutes into this and I've already got my first issue. This is my locking wheel lug key. Taking off the last locking lug on my rear passenger, and the little sort of gear here and here, the part that actually goes into the lug, sort of came out. It looks like it just sort of was like a press fit situation, or just like grabbed into those teeth. But now it's definitely it's not doing the job. When I try to put this back in there and then, you know, reef on it, it just sort of spins. So these little teeth on this gear are just not catching. So I might be about to show you guys how to take your wheel locks off with pliers. Hang on. So like I was saying, it was 9 something. It's a little bit later now, obviously. I don't have a socket big enough to hammer it over the locking lug to do it the old-fashioned way. But what I do have is this little thread or bolt extractor kit, and a torch. Let's see if we can make it happen. Not gonna work. So in the spirit of get as far as I can get, I'll save the brake flush for tomorrow when I can go to the store, get a socket big enough to ham over that lug, and get that wheel off so I can do my brake flush. I still can do my drive shaft. I still can do my track bar, my steering rod, and my oil change. So now if there's anything else that's gonna give me trouble, it'll be these axle nuts. Let's see how we do. Oh. And I'll splice it in here. I made a stupid mistake that almost got me into trouble. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Now, I am not a very slender fella. I am currently about between 228 and 230 is my fluctuation. Hoping that's enough to help me get this done. Ooh! Oh boy, this is terrifying. That's not good. My jack just rolled. Hang on. Right now. Oh, that was almost catastrophic. Damn, that was close. Oh shit, I'm glad I'm laughing about it now. Okay, actually, here's what I'm thinking. I gotta throw this freaking wheel back on, get this thing out on the floor, and then break it. That's what's gotta happen. Let's do it the right way before I end up crushing myself with my new toy or breaking my new toy. Don't know what I was thinking. I'm messing up today. Get the old persuader out. That's not a good sound. Half inch. Oh boy. Let's go back to the drawing board. All right, because I know some of you are going to ask. Definitely a Harbor Freight breaker bar, and she did break. Yeah, I know what you're saying right now. Buy once, cry once. Should have bought a better tool. Let me think what else I got. Gents, we are striking out tonight. I can't get that rear tire off, or I can't get the rear wheel off because I don't have a socket big enough to pound over the locking lug. Snapped my breaker bar trying to get the front axle nut off. So they're just soaking in some PB Blaster, and I'll get a new breaker tomorrow and give it a go. Might even suck it up and get me a little impact wrench. I can't do spark plugs, so I don't have the right size spark plug socket. And I don't really want to do oil because I just want to break those axles before I put the thing on stands to do the rest of the jobs, like the drive shaft and the CVs and drag link and track rod. But there is one faithful job that we can do today. Requires no tools. And at least we'll say we made some progress. Air filter. All right, while we're doing this, let's talk shop for a second. I'm going to move forward with that synthetic Rotel diesel engine oil. So there was somebody who left a great comment in the comments of a previous video. Sorry I forgot your name right now, but thank you. So I read that, I did some more digging. It turns out really the only difference between the synthetic oil and the conventional oil is the added detergents and you know, some additional properties they add to the oil. But essentially the base oil is the same from what I understand. So I'm not gonna worry too much about this whole synthetic versus conventional kind of a deal. I'm gonna throw them synthetic in, and if it ends up causing more leaks because the added detergents in the synthetic clear out some extra sludge and lets me know that my seals are bad, then great, then I know that my seals are bad. But I'd rather not count on that sludge to prevent leaks. So I'm gonna go forward with the synthetic. Holy shit. I'm gonna go forward with the synthetic and find out if I got leaks. So like I said, I don't want to do it right now because I want to get the I want to get everything loose. I want to get the wheels off. I want to get the axle nuts busted before I jack it up, because I don't have to jack it up, do a job, lower it down, jack it back up, do a job. I'd like to just do it all at once while I have it on stands. I need to clean this out with a vacuum or something. It's really dirty in here. So I'm going to do that. Now, I do have a request for some help. I have heard that if you're regularly changing your transmission fluid, then continue to regularly change it every 30,000, 40,000, 60,000, whatever your regular interval is. But if you don't know the history of the vehicle, or you just you haven't done it in 100,000 plus miles, I've heard don't change it, because what will happen is when you add the new fluid in, you might cause slipping in the automatic transmission. Is that accurate? I don't know. I mean, that's what I've read. That's what I've seen. Scotty Kilmer had a great video on it. So I don't know. So that's my question to the masses out there. Have any of you changed your automatic transmission fluid after a very serious or lengthy delay in the service interval? It's not having an issue shifting. Again, I've only driven it once, and that was from Yuma, Arizona to the East Valley, which is about 200 miles, and it drove great. Didn't overheat, didn't have any issues shifting. It wouldn't stop for a damn, and it hated turning. So I think the transmission's in great shape. At least I hope that it is, because it didn't give me any issues. So I don't want to cause or introduce issues. So let me know what you think about that. Other than that, we got our asses kicked tonight. Well, I got my ass kicked tonight. Whatever. Stuff happens. What I've heard with the Rovers is that it's not like the difficulty of the job per se, but it's all a little shit that happens along the way, because typically they're rusted out, or they've been held together forever and they've been neglected. So, whatever. I'm not too bad out of shape about it. I will get the right tools for the job tomorrow, and we'll get back at it. We'll do it during the day, because whatever. It'll be hot, but so what? This is where I've decided to reside, for better or for worse. So there's that. But yeah, we'll just get back at it tomorrow. Oh, one last thing. If there's a job that you haven't seen a video on, or don't have instructions for, or you just want to see somebody tackle, let me know. I'm sure I'll need it. Happy to give it a go. Thanks.